than 50% of India's population is below the age of 25, and more than 65% of the population is below the age of 35. We are young. Yes, India has the largest number of millennials and Gen Z on this planet. और आज बनेगा स्वस्थ इंडिया के इस खास कार्यक्रम में बैक टू स्कूल हम बात करेंगे एक यंग टीम से। हमारे साथ बच्चे मौजूद हैं और साथ में आर्चीज का कास्ट है। जब हम बात करेंगे कि what it takes to build a healthy, resilient India and what the youth can do to protect the future of our planet. So let's welcome the Archies cast. Set in 1960s, this film explores friendship, love, rebellion, heartbreak through the stories and the lives of Archie, Betty, Veronica, Jughead, Reggie, Ethel and Rachel. So let me introduce them to you. We have with us Agastya Nanda as Archie Andrews, Dot as Ethel Muggs, Khushi Kapoor as Betty Cooper, Mihir Ahuja as Jughead Jones, Suhana Khan as Veronica Lodge, Yuvraj Menda as Dilton Doyle, and Midang Raina as Reggie Mantle. So I'm really excited. Thank you so much. It takes me back to my days in school and reading Archies. I think we've all grown up. Agastya, I want to start with you first. We know your love for music and this is a musical. How much of your character do you see in this? And also we know that music is proven to be beneficial for health, not just physically but also mentally. How do you think music helps you to manage your emotions?
I mean, who here likes music? Yeah? No, I mean, I love music because music has happy memories, and so if I'm feeling a bit sad, I'm not feeling in a good mood, music always helps me deal with, emotions.
At that point.
In the film, Archie is a musician, so I had to learn how to play the guitar. Anybody plays the guitar? Yeah, okay. So the guitar and the piano. So it's a good kind of therapeutic thing to do to play an instrument.
So it uplifts your mood. I mean, you also feel it makes you feel better.
It can make you feel sad also. There's Arijit Singh also. If you listen to him, you can feel like your heart's broken. So it's wide range of emotions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dot, since we are talking to music and you've also composed a couple of songs in the movie और आपकी life में music की वजह से आप 18 साल की उम्र में you went viral. How was it at that point to deal with something? उसके बारे में हमें बताइए, बच्चों को बताइए।
हाँ, तो जब मैं 18 साल की थी एक YouTube वीडियो मैंने डाला था जब मैं अपने कॉलेज में थी, पियानो था वहाँ पे, तो I just recorded one small video and it went viral and it was quite a shock to me. उसके बाद I came back to India and I did a music tour and a lot of people were singing back the words that I wrote. So at that point I felt very grateful and responsible for the work that I put out into the world. I understood that अच्छा लोग सुन रहे हैं, they're hearing my words that I wrote. So I felt very responsible and very.
और अब और भी special हो जाता है because you cast in a musical and you've composed songs for it.
Yeah, Zoya saw that YouTube channel, so that's how she found me and that's how I came on board.
And Khushi, when it comes to you, your character is Betty. How much do you see yourself in it? और खासकर अगर मैं 17 साल की उम्र जो आप play कर रहे हैं that role, that age is a very tricky age. It's a very challenging age. Suddenly आपको लगता है कि आपकी जो problems है, you're going into adulthood and suddenly your problems seem really big.
Yeah, no, I think at that age everything seems in your head like it's the biggest thing in the world. So it's really important to prioritize things that mean the most to you. And for me, I think I relate a lot to Betty because she's really sweet and she's sensitive and she does take things to heart, but she has so many friends that are there for her and support her, and I think that's very important.
Okay, so because our campaign Banega Swasth India is about health, environment, 10 साल से हम ये campaign कर रहे हैं जो focus कर रहे हैं इन चीज़ों पर, और सेहत, lifestyle plays a very important role when it comes to this. मीर, मैं आपसे अगला सवाल पूछूंगी, आप इस film में एक foodie हैं, and food plays a very critical role. It's one of the most important things. We're always telling our children, and I'm sure all their parents also, eat healthy, tiffin अच्छा लेके जाओ, don't eat junk food. How much again do you relate to that about eating, and what is your take on healthy खाना जो होता है?
I think, yeah, Jughead is a foodie in the film, and I also have an appetite like Jughead. But I've said this in other interviews also, that it's ironical that Jughead eats more of pizzas and burgers, and I'm more of a healthy eater. And it's important to like create that balance of healthy and kabhi cheat meal. So I think my parents never stopped me from eating anything, but they always taught me like what's wrong and what's right. So you really need to like maintain that balance. So yeah, that's about
I think
it.
जो आपने बोला what is wrong, what is right, it's also about making the right choices.
Yeah.
What do you feel on that? Making the right choices when it comes to food habits?
It's very hard to make the right food choices. I love chocolate. I love all these not good things.
Yeah.
I think you just have to balance.
And to make sure that what you're eating, you know at some point.
In school, my mom used to always send a very healthy tiffin, but I used to go to the canteen and buy chocolates and nuts, and also it never worked. So I think if you just we have your junk food, but also have your healthy food.
So you make the I mean the right balance. I think जैसे खुशी ने कहा.
My own happiness
little bit somewhere, yeah, and to cheat also sometimes, yeah. सुहाना, हमने खाने की बात की. अब अगर हम बात करें when it comes to health, सेहत की बात करें तो very important role is physical fitness as well. और आप योगा करते हैं, आप swimming करते हैं. What is your take on the importance of physical fitness? ना सिर्फ physically fit रहने के लिए, but I think also mentally.
I mean, for me, I feel like working out and anything physical is more about the mind than your body. And, you know, sometimes I'll be in a really bad mood or anxious about something because I'm a very anxious person and I worry a lot over small things. So when I go to the gym and I'm working out for that 1 hour or for however long I'm in the gym, it's, you know, nothing else matters. So, I mean, if you guys are overthinkers like I am and you're stressed about school and stuff, if you just go to the gym and you focus on yourself for an hour and you have that 1 hour of peace of mind, it's a gift, honestly.
So you definitely feel that it helps you to deal with your emotions.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, Yuvraj, coming to you. As Dilton, you're very confident in his skin. I mean, nerdy, awkward, genius. But again, at that stage, if I can ask you your character, do you think it will help young people understand and also empathize with it, and also so that they can understand what this means for them as well?
I mean, I hope it does. I think all of our characters are so different. I feel like anyone watching the movie will find something that like resonates with them from any of our characters. But like you said, if something that our character goes through ends up helping a viewer with something that they're personally going through, I feel like there's nothing quite like it. I feel like that would be the best.
So that they can understand and feel for it. Vedang, you are a vocalist. मैं आपसे म्यूज़िक का सवाल नहीं पूछूंगी क्योंकि अगस्त्या ने उसके बारे में बात की है, डॉट ने बात की है, लेकिन हमने देखा था जब हम आर्चीज पढ़ रहे थे कि बास्केटबॉल खेलता है जी. Are you a sports lover? क्या आप जब स्कूल में थे क्या आप स्पोर्ट्स खेलते थे?
बास्केटबॉल तो वैसे नहीं खेला रेजी ने इन द फिल्म, लेकिन मैं थोड़ा
जब हम पढ़ते थे आई थिंक उस जमाने में वो पिक्चर्स में वो दिखता था. फिल्म में क्या खेलते और आप पर्सनली?
फिल्म में एक्चुअली हम हॉकी खेल रहे थे फॉर अ बिट. आई डोंट थिंक किसी ने रजिस्टर किया कि वी वर, बट कपड़े पहने थे और हाथ में हॉकी स्टिक था, लेकिन एक्चुअली हमने खेला नहीं कुछ. बट हाँ, मैं रियल लाइफ में स्पोर्ट्स खेलता हूँ एंड आई रियली एंजॉय इट. फुटबॉल मैं काफ़ी क्लोजली फॉलो करता हूँ. And I think, like Suhana said also, to have a sport or to have fitness in your routine, somewhere in your routine kind of gives you that discipline. I realized when I was your age, मेरा हमेशा
That was 100.
Yeah, matlab 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Not too long. We'll have to think how long ago. Yeah.
Once you cross 20, you start feeling really old. You don't feel like I feel like I'm a proper adult now.
Oh my God.
I do.
You have other people sitting like decades older than you, so don't say that.
Yeah. Sorry.
We'll feel ancient then. Yeah. So जब आप उनकी उम्र में थे, आप क्या स्पोर्ट्स खेलते थे?
I used to play football. क्रिकेट मैंने थोड़ा बहुत खेला था, बट मोस्टली फुटबॉल खेलता था. एंड आई जस्ट रियलाइज कि वो हर दिन में एक रूटीन हो जाता था मेरा, दैट 1 घंटा फुटबॉल इवनिंग में बिल्डिंग में विद माय फ्रेंड्स आई यूज्ड टू प्ले. सो आई थिंक दैट यूज्ड टू काइंड ऑफ गिव मी समथिंग टू लुक फॉरवर्ड टू, सम फोकस.
and it's a fun way to keep you healthy.
Yeah.
Especially playing sports, you don't feel like now that I do cardio in the gym, I realize that it's just
it's not regimental.
It's
I mean, discipline, but in a fun way. You put it right,
it's discipline in a fun way, sports. And I realized that I was basically, I think, burning the same amount of calories doing cardio in the gym or playing sports. But sports is just so much more fun. So I think it's a really nice, fun way to keep discipline and maintain fitness.
Well, interesting. So I'm having a really interesting conversation, and I think going back to the days when I used to read Archies. On that note, we're going to be taking a really short break, and this conversation will continue. ब्रेक के बाद आपका स्वागत है। आप देख रहे हैं बनेगा स्वस्थ इंडिया का खास कार्यक्रम बैक टू स्कूल, जहाँ मेरे साथ यंग कास्ट है आर्चीज से। एंड इट्स एन इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्वर्सेशन क्योंकि हम बात कर रहे हैं अबाउट हेल्थ एंड ऑल्सो एनवायरनमेंट, एंड इट इवन बिकम्स मोर इंटरेस्टिंग because the movie does talk about the issue of deforestation and the importance how we need to take care of our environment. But before we come to talk about how we can take care, the youth can take care of our environment, there are some questions which the students, I'm sure, would like to ask. So who's going to ask the first question? The floor is open. What's your name?
My name is Siyakini.
Please go ahead with your question.
My question is for Ms. Khan. How was your experience at the Tisch School of Art University at New York?
It was incredible. I mean, I was studying theatre, so every day I was, after I don't know how many years of being in school, I was finally walking into a classroom and learning something that I loved. I mean, I don't mean to demotivate you guys or anything, but it was great to, step in and learn the craft. And half the time I was rolling on the floor and making weird noises. If any of you guys do theatre, then you'll understand what I mean. It's very weird at many times, but it's a lot of fun, and I learned a lot. So it was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And my name is Samaya Satyani. So my question for you today is, could each of you describe your feelings in one word upon being cast for the movie, considering that it's your debut in the film industry?
Who's going to start? I think you start. Okay.
I think one word would be grateful.
I think I would definitely say I feel very honored.
So Suhana, आप क्या कहेंगे? वो एक शब्द क्या है? What makes
surreal.
Khushi, what is that one word?
I think my one word would be nervous, but extremely excited also.
अगस्त्य, वो एक शब्द आप क्या कहेंगे?
मैं कहना चाहूँगा responsible. तो responsibility है ना?
Responsibility जब आपने काम करो, ask you question before we go to Dot and मीर आपके पास, आपने ये शब्द क्यों कहा?
क्योंकि एक responsibility है. Our director has given us this job, and I think we should do it to the best of our abilities.
Sure. So in that perspective also, you're thinking in that perspective.
She's taken a chance on us, तो हमारी जिम्मेदारी बनती है.
Yeah, जिम्मेदारी बनती तो आपने
जिम्मेदारी बन जाती है कि उनको हम disappoint नहीं करना चाहते हैं कि she's given us this part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dot, आप बताइए.
I think for me it would be curious, because I was introduced to this new world and I learned so many things on the set. I never knew anything about film, so I'm very curious to know what else is there and what else is in stock.
So curious है आपके लिए वो शब्द. And Mihir, आप बताइए. You're the last one to take that.
I think I'm blessed. I feel really blessed for this project. Yeah. Because I feel like, I'm not from Mumbai, I'm from Jamshedpur, and the film industry has been really welcoming towards me, and I feel blessed to be working with Zoya. It's just been 6 years since I started auditioning and I started acting, and I never thought that I'll get to work with Zoya Akhtar at this age. So yeah, I'm really blessed.
Amazing. So I think that answers your question really well. Can we give them a round of applause? Okay, who's going to ask the next question?
Hi, my name is Yash Kapadia, and my question is to Ms. Kapoor. What was the best part of being a part of this production?
I think for me it was to be able to collaborate with so many amazing people. The cast is amazing.
Who's your favorite?
Everyone is my favorite. And Zoya is honestly incredible to be able to execute her vision and just work with her to make new scenes and develop the character. I think was amazing.
Any more questions or some fun? I think you have something which you've drawn. Can you show us, please? Can you come and show it to the cast?
Wow.
Okay, so we've been talking about music. So we have a lot of, I think, people are here fond of music, vocalists, singing. So anything interesting? Children, would you all want to do something interesting? Any of you sing or rap? Yeah. Please come. What's your name?
You're very eager.
So my name is Darius, and I would like to rap.
Yeah, come sit. Come.
I would like to rap with Mr. Jaged here.
Mr. Jaged, he would want to rap with you. Wow.
Mr. Jaged, thank you for giving me so much respect, man.
Oh.
So what beat do you want? Like, what's the tempo?
So we're Archies in the 60s. Netflix going 360. Oh yeah, Netflix 25th, 7th December. I'm in Jaged going me loco. Now I got chocos. Socho. Archies 60s, 60s. I didn't have Instagram in the night. We were chilling in the night, seeing the walking in the night. Yo,
All in the house. Yeah.
Anyone else?
So I think we've had a fun interaction with the children. I hope everybody's enjoyed it. Children, have you all? Yes. Agastya, before we actually went and spoke to the children, हम environment की बात कर रहे थे, पर्यावरण की बात कर रहे थे, और आपके फिल्म के जो हमने प्रोमो में भी देखा है, डिफॉरेस्टेशन, पेड़ कटना जो एक बहुत बड़ी समस्या है, it exists. किस तरह ये स्ट्रॉन्ग मैसेज मूवी के थ्रू आया है, और हमने ये भी देखा है कि जो यूथ है, जो यंगस्टर्स है, कई बार दे वेरी विलिंग, वो आगे आते, सामने आते और ये अपने ऊपर लेते हैं. तो इसके बारे में बताइए, हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट इज इट कि जो यूथ है वो ये अपने ऊपर ले.
देखिए, हम सब जानते हैं कि इन्वायरमेंट बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है कि हम इन्वायरमेंट का देखभाल करें, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम ये है जब तक हम इन्वायरमेंट में बदलाव नहीं देखते तब तक हम कुछ नहीं करते हैं, क्योंकि सब ठीक जा रहा है, सो वी डोंट नीड टू डू एनीथिंग. लेकिन I think we should all be responsible. I think responsible क्योंकि this is the one planet we have. Sadly बात ऐसे जब सब चीज़ें हम शेयर करते हैं then we don't treat it so good. So I think वो एक चीज़ मैं ज़रूर कहना चाहूँगा, responsibility. लेकिन आपने फिल्म के बारे में बात की थी, तो फिल्म में it's set in the 60s. तो मैं I don't want to give too much away, लेकिन आप देखेंगे how we fight to save what's ours, and I think that's what we need to do here today as well.
एंड आई थिंक आपने शब्द कहा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, दोबारा कहा, बट ऑब्वियसली बहुत जरूरी, क्योंकि एक ही प्लैनेट है, हम सबका है. लेकिन डॉट, मैं आपसे ये सवाल पूछूंगी, जैसे अगस्त्य ने जैसे कहा था कि रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी की बात है, लेकिन अगर हम बायोडाइवर्सिटी की बात करें, पोल्यूशन की बात करें, क्लाइमेट चेंज, हम सब इसे जी रहे हैं, वी आर लिविंग इट, वी आर सीइंग इट, वी इवन सॉ इट विद द कोविड पैंडेमिक. लेकिन अगर हम यंगस्टर्स की बात करें, 50% ज़्यादा लोग इस दुनिया में यंग यूथ है, सो ऑब्वियसली जो वो एक तो दे आर एक्सपीरियंसिंग इट, पर उनका जो लाइफ स्पैन है ऑब्वियसली उसको भी वो ज़्यादा they are experiencing it even more because they're going to live that pollution or the climate change, they're going to witness that even more. इसके बारे में आपका क्या ख्याल है? यूथ क्या कर सकती है? What initiatives can they take कि वो change ला सके ground पर?
I think when we were growing up, the main advice was things like turn off the lights and this and this. But I think as time has gone on, we've realized that, instead of putting the blame on individual consumers, this is an issue that requires people to come together and really call out the big names, the big companies, the people who are doing the damage. So even in our film, we are answering to the man. We are again, I don't want to give away too much, but why is it that people like Greta Thunberg are leading the forefront? It's because young people are sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
and they no longer want to just sit quietly. They have.
Yeah, please.
I think हमारी फिल्म की मैसेज यही है कि आपका उम्र जो भी हो, you can change the world. You know, whether आप 10 साल के हो, 20 साल के हो, if you have, अगर आपने दिल और दिमाग में ठान लिया है कि मुझे कुछ करना है, then you can do it. You should never feel your age stops you. I think that's what mainly our film's about.
I think and वो बहुत important message है कि we don't need to wait कि हमें कोई बताए क्या करे, खुद हम वो अगर जिम्मेदारी भी ले.
He can change his world with his rap, you know. So anyone can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. खुशी, आपके जैसे carpooling है, छोटी-छोटी चीजें होती हैं जैसे saying no to plastic. तो खुशी, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे कि किस तरह हम as role models youth क्या कर सकते हैं?
I mean, I think there's many things that we can all do to work together to make a brighter future. But it's the small things that matter, I think. I mean, as boring as it sounds, is conserving water, using a water bottle every day instead of wasting, and recycling and things like that. I think the small things do make a big difference at the end of the day.
Suhana, that's her. What would आप क्या कहेंगे, Suhana, कि अगर हम environment की बात करें, पर्यावरण की बात करें?
Recently, I don't know if you guys saw, but Alia Bhatt ने अपना wedding साड़ी national award receive करते हुए फिर से पहना था. And I think as somebody with a platform who has an influence, I thought that was incredible and a very much needed message. And she did that, and she took a stand towards sustainability and advocating for that. And if Alia Bhatt can re-wear her wedding sari, then we can also repeat an outfit for a party. We don't need to buy a new outfit.
So I think ये जो role model की बात कर रहे हैं, I think learning from each other, the experience, role model, and also taking responsibility. I think ये आलिया भट्ट ने ये करके दिखाया, जैसे आपने कहा.
Yeah, because as we don't realize, but नए garments बनाने में कितना waste होता है, and it just really impacts our biodiversity and our environment.
Yeah,
so it's very important.
Okay, so I think that's also a different perspective and a different aspect that how role models can play an important role. युवराज, आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे environment में हम क्या कर सकते हैं, खासकर क्योंकि आप सब youngsters हैं, so आप लोग किस तरह सोचते हैं कि पर्यावरण को बचाना कितना ज़रूरी है? What would you say?
Exactly, I think it's a lot about the thought, because all of us know what's good and what's bad for the environment. All of us know those small lifestyle adjustments we can make very easily that will help. But when we talk about the environment, the problem seems so much larger than us. I think we think us doing this one small thing in our daily routine won't really make a difference. But that thought needs to change, and I think that all of us should just believe that the ocean's made of every single drop, and every small thing that we do will make a difference at the end of the day.
And Vedant, आप बताइए.
I feel the exact same way. I think because when we talk about the environment, we're talking about something so large-scaled that we don't understand the difference one small effort makes. It's always remember with these kind of things, it's always a snowball effect, right? You need to start at home, start as an individual, and we as a collective, as individuals, will then make a change. And you guys are we are the youngest India has ever been.
Yeah.
All of us are. We are the youngest India has ever been, and I think for a few more years, we're going to be even younger and younger. Yeah. So our demographic is
we are the youngest, actually.
Yes, we are. So our demographic is mainly you guys. Like, you guys need to be, the voice of the country, and you guys need to make that change at home yourselves, or else no one will. So, yeah.
Can I ask a question? Who studies geography here? Geography. Everyone, na? So in few years in geography, they teach you all about climate change. And you'll think that the world is going to, at least I studied IB, so I studied geography, and they talk a lot about pollution, climate change. लेकिन मुझे लगता है हमारे पास solutions भी बहुत सारे हैं. It's not just problems. हमारे पास innovation है, and I think that's the next step is to be innovative. हाँ, problem है, लेकिन solution भी मिल जाएगा. I think is an important thing to remember. It's not just about reducing waste, it's about being how can I do something that will help the planet, help my country, help my people.
Yeah, what I can do, I feel.
Exactly.
And जैसे I think जो अगस्त्य ने ये बात कही important है, क्योंकि we all know कि problem है, हम देख रहे हैं, but solution ढूंढना हम सबके हाथ में है.
But I think this generation is really sensible when it comes to sustainability and environment and climate change, because now people have started cleaning the beach, and even if you're doing it just for the gram, but at least it has an outcome, and you're actually cleaning the beach. So I think it's really important, and people are taking steps now. So
and people are taking steps. कई बार हम भी देखते हैं, like at home, बच्चे कहते हैं, the children say, "Mama," they actually say no to firecrackers, or they take responsible steps. And why are you using? We're not allowed to take foil in our tiffin. I actually see that at home. So I think the children have realized, and like you rightly said, they're more sensitive towards the environment.
Yeah.
But it's indeed been a pleasure. आप सबसे बात करके, thank you all so much, and wishing you all the best for Archies. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
And we have a little surprise, so we're going to go there and see what it is.
Where?